thinking about when I tried out for basketball in 7th grade. And you're probably thinking like, oh, this story leads to something. This leads to a lifelong interest, something enduring, some base of knowledge that comes in handy later in life. Well, no. Anyways, I remember running around the track, just heaving, just sweat streaming down my face, just probably red as hell, just looking real bad. One of the things we had to do, instead of just doing basketball drills, was run a mile in the track out back. And it will take you somewhere and it'll look vaguely familiar, and then you'll take a left turn and kind of having some idea of where it will lead. But then it doesn't. You always end up at the beginning though. And I remember it was about three laps. I was just rounding the corner where the coach had stationed himself with a stopwatch, clipboard and paper, probably some terrible cargo shorts on, white blistered knees showing. His name was Trooper. He took charge of his destiny, where he was going. He seemed to have a good life up until me and my brother went to college, and then my parents split up, and he lived with my mom for a while, who worked 6 days a week at a 9 to 6 job. And for all of those hours, he would just sit in our garage, door closed, lights off. He would just sit in the garage. And I don't know, I would try to visit as much as possible, get him out, but his spirit had gone, So here I was alone with a little tray, no one to sit next to. So your choices are, be sociable, find a new group of people to hang out with, maybe make some new friends, or you sit in the corner, scarf your food as quickly as possible, down your little pint of milk, and then make a break. And that was a time when I never really spoke up for myself, or never really defended myself. And I would just research conspiracy theories. We're talking like Area 51, Men in Black, Roswell incident. It was mostly alien-based, very into aliens, I guess, at the time. But other things too, unsolved mysteries. That was the routine, 6 days a week. It was pretty much a nothing existence. Saw very few of my friends. Did little that was noteworthy or exciting. That always just eats away at me. Never got to say goodbye to Trooper. It was the saddest thing. It broke my heart every single time I saw him, and eventually he got really old. He could barely stand. Just his hips were all weak. And I'll never forgive my parents. They put him down without telling me.